This is my last lesson of the year.
Sick.
Just so you know.
Thanks, man. Do it bang.
All right, this is the best technical exercise ever in the world.
Okay, I'm with it.
All right. So, I don't know if you ever talked about always put your belly button in the middle of the piano. I like it actually right about D, which is slightly, this is the middle of the piano, and my belly button generally will go there, or it's C, like this.
Okay.
Yeah, right about D.
Even like if you're on the end, like do you lean?
From over here?
Well, like if you have to like.
Oh yeah, no, you lean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, totally. Or you reach, or you lean. Like it's really rare that you're like all the way over here for like any period of time.
Yeah.
If I am, I'll just move my hands. But you get but if I do, like if I'm playing duets, well, I've trained myself to be able to be anywhere. Put my belly button anywhere. I put my belly button anywhere, dude. I don't give a fuck. Okay, no, sorry. So, at your place, and if I was doing like a proper duet or something, and I really wanted to make sure, then I would put my belly button here, or I would put it here, and then it would still. It's proportionally. You want the pattern in your brain to be the same.
Oh, okay, that's smart.
It's really important. It'll especially when you go to different places and stuff, and you sit down, like even if you're here, it's gonna fuck you up, like straight up. So, all right. So this is about learning about efficiency of motion and not playing super hard. Understanding the connection to the instrument and how much force you actually need to press the keys, which. Spoiler alert, is hardly any. This is a machine. It was built by man made the piano to do the heavy lifting for us. So this is in general in any instrument. If you feel like you're working hard, you're doing it wrong. The machine is supposed to be doing it for you. Okay. Right? And I know, like, I spend a lot of time digging into the piano and really hitting the fuck out of it because that's, you feel something, you're feeling it, you're like, and I found after a while, not only that caused myself injury, but it also, it's like, if you got too much force, you're squashing it. Art is this delicate, beautiful thing. It can be fierce and strong, but if you're smushing it, you're not allowing it to really do its thing. You have to find that. If you get that perfect amount of force and energy, then it will really resonate and you won't squash it. It actually diminishes it. If you're pushing too hard, it diminishes your power.
Okay.
As an instrumentalist. So, what you're gonna do, first of all, this is your basic position, flat wrist, curves, like you're holding a cantaloupe. Mm-hmm. And so not like this. Like if I'm trying to push down on the key, just think about leverage. This, I'm strong. I'm pushing, right? This is like, it hurts. Anyway, so like this, the thumbs move like this. And what you're going to do, I'll start with just my left hand. So what I've done, also I'm sitting, strong stomach. I do sit-ups every day. Relax shoulders, so your core is engaged, but your shoulders, everything above your core is relaxed. The only little bit of tension is your wrist. And the most important thing about your wrist is that if you were to put any more weight on it, it would fall. So in other words, you're not setting your wrist, you're not being, which you don't seem to have a lot of trouble with that, but so just enough tension to hold it in place, in other words. Mm-hmm. And then my nice curves, and I'm going to push down. I'm not going to push down really hard, but I'm going to push down on all the keys. My pinky's on C. Nice curves. And the goal here is to be pushing the keys all the way down with just enough weight so that they're down. So I'm not expending energy and causing tension here by pushing too hard. And they're not like kind of halfway up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So a good way to think about this is if you push them down and then push too hard, like feel that tension. All the weight and force and bullshit goes right to your wrist. This is the cause of all your injuries and all your tension and all of the block of your expression. If this is supple and strong and not tense, you're going to be good. So what you should do is push too hard and then relax until the keys start to come up a little bit, and then push too hard, relax, and then figure out where that... So it's just like you're resting your hand on the table, right? But with this out like that. Your shoulders are relaxed, your neck is relaxed, but you're sitting with good posture and you got strong stomach, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to start with your thumb. You're going to pick your thumb all the way up, but remain in contact with the key. So I'm not picking up like this. I'm just picking it up till the key, you'll feel the key go back to where its natural resting place. And then you push down, pick it up, push down, pick it up. Nice and slow. And then you go to your next finger. Right? Nice and slow. All the way up, all the way down, but remaining in contact with the key. Now what you're going to notice is when you start doing this, maybe your pinky's going to start to come up. Because what happens is we have a very general idea, like from our brain the signal kind of goes, oh, it's down there in the hand somewhere. So I want to move this, but then like this one's going to move. You're going to start doing things like this. You're going to start like cramping your left foot for whatever reason. You're going to figure out how your body is wired. So what we're trying to do is be aware, create an awareness of what happens between your brain when you say, move my fourth finger, what else happens, you know? Because it's like buckshot. It kind of, you hit the target, but you also hit a bunch of other shit. So we want to make precision. So when that starts happening, especially on your fourth finger, weird shit's going to happen. So when that happens, stop, reset, and then see if you can get it to just move just the muscles that you need for that finger and then for your pinky. Right? And all the while, there's gonna be tension building up in your wrist, so you gotta chill out, right?
Okay.
This takes months to really get this down, but once you do, you're gonna be a completely different player.
Okay.
So you do that each hand. You know, I go like 6 times, and again, this isn't about speed. This is about awareness of what's happening in your body, and it's teaching you just the very small motions that you need to move the keys, and also what not to do. Because if I'm playing my pinky and my thumb's going ape shit over here, you don't want that. So that's number one. The second one, because I'm not gonna see you for a couple weeks. I do that, nothing else but that for a week, and just see. This is what you do when you first sit down. Don't do it too much because you're going to be overexerting yourself and you don't want to. This is going to take time. But then the next thing is you do back and forth, one at a time. 1 and 2, then you do 1 and 3.
Okay. That's so
1 and 4, 1 and 5, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, 2 and 5, and 3, 4, 3, 5, 4, 5.
Okay.
And then go backwards. 5, 4, 5, 3, 5. Make sense?
Okay, yeah, that'll be
That's
fun.
a lot.
Yeah, it seems like it.
It's a lot, but it's just go slow.
Okay. Yeah.
But that'll work it out, man. That's the first part.